Welcome back, software engineers. So over the last few videos, we've gone through all the different steps of a standard software engineering project where we come up with an idea, validate our idea, plan for it, and then build it. Now this process really didn't take us that long, only a couple of months. And that's a whole part of the idea, is saying that, hey, we can create a project from scratch and build an MVP ready to go. What I want to show you is what we've created, what I'm doing going forward, and where I hope to see this go myself. And this may be similar for you, or it may be different. So I'm going to come over here real quick, and you can see the Easy 360 review system is on software. And I've actually launched this. There's a process you go, you click on the launch, and you get this as publicly available. You have a sign in button. So if you have a link with the username and password, you'll get this and you can log in, or you can click on this button here. You'll notice I did those little tweaks that I talked about in the last video. Things like just putting the finishing touches. I've gone in and put in colors, I've added logos, little things like that. That surprisingly takes a decent amount of time to get right. And so I probably spent another half hour to an hour working on those little things just to make sure it's right. Of course, that's still not that bad. If you click on this and learn more about Easy 360 reviews, it actually comes over here to a Google form that's embedded into a website, easy360review.online, and it's just for having someone stay informed about would this be beneficial to them. Now, with our MVP, it's very, very straightforward, and it's designed to be done by peers reviewing one another, not just managers. This is a little bit bigger. So what is this? Well, I can come here to my home page real quick, and you can see how I've laid this out and checking out, things like, hey, do I have a bad manager? Do I know if everyone's pulling their weight, etc. Why is this important? Well, I have a variety of links that you can check, including why you might need them and reasons why. And you can see I have a variety of different posts that I've already made here. Now, while I only have about 10 or 12 posts listed here, I actually have about 30 that are planned out in various different forms, whether it's just articles I know I want to write, or in some cases I've already started creating outlines for them. My goal is to publish 2 to 3 of these a week to start building up what we call search engine authority, so that people start searching, they can find our website very quickly, and therefore then consider like, hey, is this a product we want to use? In my case, I have decided I'm going to actually see if I can productize this and make it something useful. That will mean I'll have to take it out of my MVP and into a more full-blown application to do all the features I found that people are really looking for, to include both making it cost-effective and fast and easy. These are two big problems that a lot of people have that I found. If you come into the administrative side of this website, you can see a little bit more information. I actually have about 20 posts, a few more than I expected, with some comments. I do a lot of cross-promoting between my articles. That's there to build link authority and help Google find other pages. Is that helpful? Well, actually, yes, it is. Even though it's a very new site and still very, very small, like I said, I've got about 30 other articles I've already started playing on. You can notice that I have 119 impressions already. That's up over 271% from just a few weeks ago. So Google is already indexing the site. They're finding information. They're trying to figure out what type of users will be looking for this and get better information. If I look, you can see when I started off in March, just a few visitors. Now it's getting up way more in April, and this will continue to grow as I add content, have more relevant information that I can use and find as far as that goes. So very important things that you can see. Now, I've not done actually a lot of work promoting this website. So I've not shared it on online forums, not shared it really on my LinkedIn page or anything like that. So I'm not getting very many visitors just yet because I am still developing it. I want to have enough content that's going to make people say, hey, this is worthwhile going to and finding out information. There's a lot of research that I've done to help me develop this content. This is where I've kind of figured out some other things about making my products, such as using the star rating system instead of having people pick, things like agree, disagree, and things like that. Trying to figure out, what's the best way to describe this information. So this is where this has come from and how I made my application, as well as in what I'm creating. My goal is to use search engine optimization as well as some other things to create enough content and then have what we call sales funnels that will hopefully help people find this out. If this doesn't work, it's not that big a deal. It costs about $50 to put up and a few hours of work. Pretty cheap, all things considered. Probably not going to be one of these, unicorn businesses that go off for $1 million. But I do hope it will provide a good service to companies who need this type of service, who maybe don't have a real way or don't think that they have a way within their existing systems. So that's what we're really looking for, is just trying to find a good way to solve a problem. That's what we really talked about if you go all the way back to our very first video. And hey, we're trying to find problems we can solve. What are they? This is something I found. Now, I found mine based upon some things that were going on at the employer that I have, and they were wanting to do some reviews. I have, based upon my research, found that they had kind of a unique perspective, and we're looking for a little bit more general, and that's why we've made some changes in my own plans as I went through the process. And that's very standard as well. Whether or not you decide to take your project and build it out as a completed product for someone so you can go public and maybe turn a product that you sell or you have a subscription to, that's totally up to you. You have to figure that out based upon how easy was it to develop your application. Do you want to continue to develop it? And of course, what does your market say? Try and find what they often refer to as a product market fit. Hopefully you found this series very helpful. I'll probably have a couple more follow-ups just to see how things are going in the future. And so you might want to stick around for that. Otherwise, I encourage you to check out some other videos on a channel I have, which will help you cover and learn about other types of programming experiences. Good luck on your software engineering journey.